Hey, welcome to the universe. Welcome to Teddy's universe. Hey, welcome to the universe. Hey, welcome to Teddy's universe.
My brother.
What it do, man?
It was good. So, I did tell y'all, it's been a little minute. I think the last time I did one of these was like, I want to say 4 or 5 months ago. Took a little break ski, but we back. I did say when I came back I was going to have guests. First one, you should feel special.
Absolutely.
My brother, Mark Anthony.
Yeah, back in the flesh, man. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, when was the last time we did a podcast?
Don't give me the line.
Yeah.
It's been a brick. Real good brick. It's been at least a year and some change.
Might be more than that. Yeah. I don't think the last time we did a podcast probably like 2022.
Yeah. Definitely gonna have to check the archives for that.
Yeah. On YouTube. Just dig through YouTube. You know what I like about YouTube? Is that you don't have to put podcasts in a separate folder. It does it for you.
Oh, facts.
Yeah, I like that. Finally, technology is getting to a point where it has a little common sense. You know what I'm saying? But this is my podcast called the Teddy Blackmon Chronicles. Normally I would chronicle stuff. Normally I would just go on like rambles about what be on my mind. It don't be like no specific topic. I might start off on one thing, end up somewhere completely different, which is what our specialty was back then. So there should be no problem today.
Absolutely.
How you been?
Hey, man, you know what? I'm thriving, bro.
That's good.
I'm thriving.
Yeah.
You know, challenges here and there, but definitely overcome those challenges for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm healthy. I'm happy. It's a great day today, despite of the weather. Some people like the rain. Me, I like to sleep in it.
Yeah. I like the rain, but I don't like this kind of rain, like the light mist. You know, like I like to prepare for rain. Not like you look out the window, it looks kind of foggy, so you can't really tell it's raining.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, once you kind of get the way you're going, you know, you like low-key soaked a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's like a slow grind or whatever.
Welcome to Maryland, y'all.
It is definitely welcome to Maryland. Which is saying, you know, it's wintertime. This could be snow.
Facts. That's true. People been calling for it, and I've been getting real mad at them about it. Because I'm like, nah, bro. Like, we already had a little flurries. Be happy with that.
Yeah, we had some nice. I will appreciate one more little snow. You know,
you can have it, bro.
One more snow blend. You know, give it to me in January. We get it out the way. February, March, we cool. You know.
Nah, I got plans for January. I don't need no more snow.
Traveling.
Yeah, supposedly.
This is my travel partner, y'all. I will say that like half the traveling I do is with I consider you family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know,
likewise.
I tell people we cousins. I tell people me and Mike cousins now. With you, it's more believable because you know people didn't know you. So when you do come around, probably is his cousin.
Yeah, right.
You know,
right.
like people literally been seeing me with Mike for like the last 20 years. So it's a little difficult to be like, oh yeah, that's my cousin. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, when did that happen?
We just found out. So,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
You found out right along with us.
Somebody married into the family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I do consider y'all family, man. We went to Cowtown.
Yeah, good times as always.
Great times. You got what's you say, Pennsylvania?
Yeah, I plan on going over there to Philly, but also I just gotta check out Lancaster and everything like that. Again, man, I'm still looking for that land, so
yeah.
You know, I gotta scout the place and see what's there for me because I actually have I have a vision for what it is that I want on my land.
Same for me, correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's funny that you mentioned that because it's like with that type of stuff, you don't just, oh yeah, I want land. You know, a lot of people just be like, I want land.
Mm-hmm.
But you actually have like a specific look that you want for it. Certain
resources and stuff that I will require.
Yeah. So I've been in Maryland. Obviously, it's so cliche to down south.
Mm-hmm.
You know, your Carolinas and things like that. But it's interesting that you do a lot of traveling up north. This is also why I like you, right? Because I'm an up north person too.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, maybe a little bit more expensive. But I feel like it's also worth it though. Because I feel like up north, you get more of a spacious / city blend.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we went to Cowtown, that's probably like the perfect example. Cowtown is like a country town.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody got farm. Every house has land.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It looked like everybody had cows. Everybody had horses. Everybody had chickens. I saw donkeys for the first time in a long time. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to donkeys, by the way, because I'm gonna let y'all side story. Mark schooled me that, donkeys got a little bit more responsibility than I thought they had.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We was taking pictures of horses. Glanced over at it was a bunch of cows. Donkey came out, made a little. You want to do the noise the donkey made?
I'm not good at no sounds whatsoever. Hee haw is what it did though.
We schna, we schna, we schna. All the cows got up. I'm assuming they went to go eat or something. I was like, okay, he the leader. I like that. I got respect for donkeys now. Such a shame that their nickname is ass, but
yeah,
it's crazy, right? But besides Philly, Lancaster, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Where else you looking for land?
I'm not even really sure yet.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just know for a fact that there was some places in the mountains I wanted to go. The very closest I thought of going was out in Frederick.
Okay.
But again, I'm not sure if that was really where I wanted to go, or if it even had what I was looking for. And on top of that, it's still too close to home, because that's maybe like an hour and some change, if at that.
About what?
Away.
Hour and 20?
Yeah,
hour and a half.
So I thought about that, but then I still gotta big myself up on some states, because, one, you just gotta know the state that you're in, the type of people that you're around, and what kind of landscape they really have out there. Environment is always something you want to big yourself up on, because as they always say, location.
Correct.
You gotta know what animals is out there and so on and so forth, and what to prepare for. I know one of the biggest adversaries I probably would have, especially going on in Lancaster, is bears. You know what I mean? You got to prepare for that. Coyotes, foxes, etc. And the thing is, when you have wildlife like that, it's totally different out in the mountains compared to what you would have here.
Correct.
You'll see a fox here and there, but the fox is a little bit more hungry and feral out there in the mountains, because that's their spot. And then when you bring something like, for example, you have livestock and stuff like that, you providing for them too.
So Lancaster is also the mountains.
So it's not far from the mountains.
Got you.
But I wouldn't say that it's really in there, or at least in there that I'm used to.
Okay, so I was going to ask you about Fredericksburg, but if Lancaster is kind of like Fredericksburg too, then it wouldn't be. That's why I was going to get to that.
Yeah, it's not really deep in there, but you will see some mountains along the way.
All right, so I see you mentioned bears and stuff like that, so I'm gonna just get straight to it. Like mountains, when I think of mountains, I think of mountain lions. Is it going to be that out there, or?
Very potentially so, because we actually have those.
Right,
they're not far.
Correct.
So, now have I ever come across one? No, thank God.
You don't got the land yet.
I don't think you have to have the land to come across one, though.
That's also true. All right, it's also true.
Now, because if I was to have come across a mountain lion, that probably would have set me astray. Like, shit, I don't even know if I want it no more.
For real?
So,
Okay, so that would be a deterrent.
Eventually I'll get over it, but
yeah,
I just don't have having those creepy thoughts in my mind.
I kind of look at you and think you would adjust though.
I would, but see, I over prepare too.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say I kind of feel like,
and I think that's gonna be my downfall at some point.
Because I feel like 3 months in, you will probably you probably will become like an extreme hunter.
Yeah, I'm an avid hunter now. It's in me.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
The native is in me for real.
So it's like when it comes to like stuff like mountain lions and even bears, because they're not a walk in the park either.
No, not at all.
So it's like you're gonna have to at least have the wherewithal, have the knowledge to attempt to maybe take a couple of them out eventually.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel like the type of mindset you have based on what you already know and can do, that would be a quick adjustment, I feel like. Yeah.
And on top of that, that's where all that working out comes in, because that conditioning and just that mental fortitude, just to be ready for it. And of course, like, so I'm a dog person, and that's why really I wanted specific breeds. Like, one, I just like the vernacular of having a King Corso in general. Like,
nice.
It's just that just screams battle dogs for me. So I wanted to get kind of Corsos, because some people are sticklers about the pronunciation. Kind of Corsos, I wanted to get that. Then the type of person that I am, I did want to also have a Belgian Malinois. And
I have no idea what that is, by the way. But
they look like shepherds. If you've ever seen John Wick and the black guy that had the dog, that's what that is.
Okay, I got it. Big John Wick fan.
And then, of course, this is why I need to stay off the internet, because then there's the Boerboels, which are African-bred dogs, and they're very large.
Okay.
And that's like a lion in itself. Okay. So yeah, they're really really big and massive and muscular, but they're sweethearts too. Yeah. A lot of work if you really know what you're doing. It should be kind of smooth. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I want those too. And specifically, certain breeds are meant for bears, to at least fight them off. Not going to say that they're going to take one out, but
we just need you to buy us time.
We
ain't got to kill them, but just buy us an extra couple minutes.
Just be there with me,
right?
Man,
you know what I'm saying? So we can figure this out. Yeah, I probably would get like a couple of bigger dogs, but as you know, I'm at heart, it would be the Huskies. Mm-hmm. I love the whole wolf look, without actually having to get a wolf.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Because they can be worked too.
Yeah, of course. But assuming that you get land, you get a farm, you've kind of already come to grips with the work that's going to come with it.
Yes,
because it's going to be a bunch of animals, and obviously we have the conversation. We talk about the camels and all that type of stuff.
Right.
And for context, this was just us a couple years ago, which is crazy how time flying. Going back and forth about what animals we would have on the farm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But in the grand scheme of things, there is no wrong answer to what a person can have on their land. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Now I would tell you this: I don't think I'm a mountain person, so I would need like a cow town type of vibe. You know what I mean? I don't think I could really do bears. That's my distant family and everything, but stay away from them. Lions, all that, or jaguars, whatever they are, can't really fade it. You know what I mean? I would like a country town, but I also would like to be up north. So you know what that mean, right?
More.
When you get to travel and looking for land, I'm coming with you.
Bet.
Yeah.
So we might end up being neighbors.
We might. Listen, I tell people all the time, I'm a up north person. Whenever I'm stressed, where do we go?
Up north.
We go.
Yeah, we always go up north.
Yeah, I go down south maybe once a year.
Yeah.
Now, how many times you been up north this year?
At least 3 or 4 times. Yeah, 3 or 4 times.
It's like, as soon as I take a deep breath, it feel like I'm in New Jersey. Mm-hmm. I'm in New York. Delaware. Like you really just, it doesn't, at this point it doesn't even matter. I love the Celtics. Got to make my way to Boston eventually. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like you said, Philly, that's coming up, and then it's so close. Cause you think, what was it? A 2-hour drive?
Philly, I think is at least 3 to 4.
I'm talking about the when we went to Jersey.
Oh, Jersey, yeah. If at that, because it didn't even feel like it was 2 hours.
Yeah, well, me, I was asleep.
I was gonna say you had yourself a good little nap on the way.
For the most part, I tell everybody all the time. Once the wheels get rolling, I get drowsy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
other than that, my time was flying because I was putting in work on that bus.
This guy was flying all over this charter bus, making sure everybody had drinks. food.
I'm telling you, bro.
Regulating the bingo games.
Hey man, y'all airlines, y'all need to hire me.
Hey, I almost woke up and wrote this man a check, man. He was really doing this thing, man. I was proud, man. I would wake up, peek and see what he was doing. He flying around. I think we still good though. I will. My bad about that. Technical difficulties. I'm saying it now just in case I don't edit it out. You know what I'm saying? I will wake up, peek, see what he was doing, look back out the window, night. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Then wake up towards the end to play a couple games of bingo.
Yeah, we had bingo going for sure.
Yeah, so it was
and
good.
Not only that, I was under the influence.
Yeah, which
and had to pull some balancing moves too.
Yeah, what was it? Jello shots?
Jello shots and rum balls.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
and straight shots period too.
Yeah. I was about to say especially on like the ride back. I know that people was like turned on the ride back, which was a super short ride. Now that for sure wasn't 2 hours.
Yeah, that was fast.
That was like an hour and a half. Like I like how it's always quicker coming back than
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so Philly. What else was on the docket?
Man, I don't know. Again, I did mention New York. Got to go back to see Queens. I might end up hitting. This is where I'll be going down south. Go see all the aunties and everything in Georgia. Mm-hmm. Other than that, right now I'm just winging it. So if it happens to get put on the list, it's on the list. But I have nothing else set for real right now.
Blessings.
Yeah.
Blessings. Like when you could wing the trips.
Right.
That's blessings.
Yeah.
Like you know how and I'm we humble. I'm not a cocky person.
Oh, well, Florida has been thrown out there. It's not an official thing.
Yeah, I'll never turn down Florida. Well,
but
Disneyland?
I was told that I must come out there.
Oh yeah, but you got people in Florida.
Well, I do, and then I don't. There's somebody specific that was like, yeah, you just got to come to Florida. And so I have been thinking about it because they put that bug in my ear.
Yeah. You ever been to Key West before?
No. If I have, I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know? Yeah. I love Florida. As long as we can go like in a time where it's like not overly hot. I can't do Florida in August.
Yeah, it's... So this particular person, I be cracking jokes on him all the time because Florida is a different world to me. I call that Australia 2.0.
Okay.
So it's just first and foremost. All right, so we can predict the weather in Florida more, but it's the aftermath in Florida that I can't predict.
Okay.
And I'll never get over this shit. So the last time I went to Florida, which was actually the first time I've been to Florida. And we got a house. It was 8 of us. And then we split the house. And so it rained for like a day or two. But it wasn't consistent like all the way through. And we had a pool, but it was the back deck. It was all inside. How the hell we had this experience that after it rained, there was worms in the bottom of the pool. I'll never get over that shit. Cause I'm about to get in the pool, and I seen like these little lines and stuff, and I'm like, bro, what the hell is that? And I'm like, it's worms in the pool. I'll never get over that. But anytime you can just step outside and grab a gator or an iguana or whatever, even the people in Florida is different. Yeah. And then, so my Floridian friend, they got this favorite snack called boiled peanuts. Just the sound of that, I'm like, what the hell? It was like, yeah, boiled peanuts, which I told my cousin that about boiled peanuts. And it was like, oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you told me that too when we went to
I was like, so that's normal to you? He was like, yeah. But I'm like, but you from up here? He was like, yeah, but, I've had boiled peanuts before. And so they like to have that because it's soft and mushy and all that. I'm like, for all that, you might as well have peanut butter. And he was like, nah, but you also, you get the juices out of it too. Yeah. I was like, okay.
So would you try like gator and all that down there?
Gator?
Yeah.
You know what? I heard that it tastes like chicken. So,
bro,
apparently everything tastes like chicken.
Everything tastes like chicken to get you to eat it.
I was tempted because I actually one time when I was in Pennsylvania, and I went to this spot because I wanted to go buy some jerky and everything like that. They had ostrich and deer and all that. I like deer. I like venison.
I like deer.
So
Deer's
I
good.
went to go look for some venison and everything. And they actually had ostrich and stuff in there. And I do believe that they had gator jerky in there too. And I was tempted.
Okay.
But I don't think I would have got the full brunt of tasting gator because, you know, in some jerkies they have mixtures of other.
Correct.
So I'm like, nah, but
You need the gator right off the grill.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm gonna have to hit up some Cajun friends because I know they thorough with the pure gator. So
Yeah, I'm on the fence. I would probably have to be in the moment to say yes. So sitting here right now, I'm gonna say no.
but they say that you are what you eat, man. So if I get to be a gator for a day, why not?
Yeah, that's tough, man. That's a lot. That's a lot, bro. I like deer and all that type of stuff. I think you kind of got me hip to the buffalo.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty good. I cooked some for Thanksgiving. I had some duck. I did some duck leg quarters.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that duck is pretty good. Gator, that's tough though, man. Like, cause they don't. You know, when people cook, they introduce you to new stuff. Presentation be everything.
Mm-hmm.
They will literally have like the whole gator on the grill. Like,
Yeah. And see, that's what I'm saying. The Cajuns, man. I'm telling you.
Like, head still on, everything skinned but the head. Like,
But it's like when you grill fish, you want to make sure you get all the nutrients in it. So you know you do it with the head on and all that.
I've never seen nobody grill fish.
Yeah. Well, wait till you come down south with me in the Caribbeans, with the Caribbean
Yeah,
family.
I will. I tell myself, what's this? 2025 going 2026. I did tell myself like eventually, as frequent as trips as we take, I would slow down because I would want to travel further out. You know, I do want to go to the Caribbeans. I do want to do a cruise. You know what I'm saying? Where to? Don't really know. Don't really care. Like you said, just winging it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I do want to do Canada. I'm about to ask you about Canada.
Yep. And that's another place that
Yeah.
I'm long overdue to go back to.
Yeah, I do want to see the
Canada,
Niagara Falls.
Canada is fun. Canada really is fun.
Yeah.
A little more peaceful, though. You know, it's
So I'm glad you brought that up because that's the next question, right? When you travel, is it about peace? Does that dictate like a lot of the trips?
yeah. But see, you can always make the peace. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And
Can you though?
You can. It's just it's like one. It depends on the mindset that you going and you know what you setting your mind to when you go there. Just like how they always say, also, it depends on who you go with. But see, you got to be ready to let that roll off of you too, because there's going to be there can be those times definitely that somebody just ain't on the same vibe with you.
Correct.
So with that,
Are you gonna have peace in Queens?
am I gonna have peace in Queens?
Yeah.
Yeah, because what I intend to do in Queens, who I know is in Queens and all that, I'm gonna have peace in Queens.
Okay.
Though it's rowdy, but yeah,
I'm just asking.
there's always it's peace in Queens because I already know what time it is.
Yeah. I think over the last year, I want to say last year, I think peace has mattered. Like, I'm a numbers guy, so I will give you like 90% is about peace, which is why, if you notice, I enjoy the cow towns a lot because it's so peaceful. Obviously, the market is a little fast paced and rowdy, but once you get away from that, the animals is peaceful. Horses not doing nothing but eating. Cows not doing nothing but eating. Everybody kind of minding their own business.
Right.
Ain't no hostility. You go to the diner, everybody kind of doing their own thing. No gripes about that outside of the menu with no prices on it.
Yeah, they prepared for us when it came to that. If you wanted the full menu, you had to go to the other half.
That's like the first time I ever seen like we ordering. I'm telling you, I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this. Like I'm blindly buying something. Like, how do I gauge if this is worth it or not? I don't know how much it costs.
But not only that though, because you made sure you pointed it out, we was blessed.
We definitely
somebody was like, you know what, I got you and your friend Mark.
Yeah, I'm a couple
All
of
right.
y'all. I definitely was blessed because deep down, the food was excellent, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But was a cheesesteak worth $25? Not really sure it was.
Yeah, man, they went up for some reason. I was just like, bro, this is not what I paid last time I was here.
You know what? It's been a year since we've been here at this restaurant, but I don't think I spent this much money last time. You know.
Yeah, man. But
to your point, we did get blessed. So that was super dope. That was a very great trip.
yeah.
Philly, New York, Florida. What else?
Yeah, now Canada is back on the list since you mentioned Canada. Because, I do miss it. And every time I look back on my Instagram, seeing the last time I was in there, yeah, it's definitely a vibe.
Can I add one more to the list?
Yeah, go ahead. What you got?
Texas.
Can
we do Texas?
You know what? I ain't against it. I'm not against Texas.
Yeah.
I've been hearing some things here and there about Texas.
Me too.
And I've been getting kind of curious now. But for real, I'm down for the rodeos.
Yeah.
That's really why I care to go.
If we go to Texas, we gotta experience everything.
Yeah, I haven't been to a rodeo in so long.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, we should. Because I was thinking, we naming all these places. We kind of just on the Eastern Seaboard. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I was gonna say Cali, but I was like, we could put that.
Yeah, I mean that's
like way down.
It's not as much of a must for me anymore as it used to be.
Correct. Like, but Texas, I kind of want to do Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's about it. Other than that, it's gonna be out the country.
Facts.
Yeah.
Oh well, now out of the country, Abu Dhabi, because
nice.
I was supposed to go to Abu Dhabi in 2020, but of course, just as we were supposed to go, that's when COVID happened.
For real?
So I'm glad that really I didn't put the stock into it that I was supposed to when the time was coming, because Abu Dhabi was supposed to happen, that in Egypt. So I got to spin the block on that one and go experience that too.
Okay.
If we talking about out of the country, I definitely got me a list. Japan.
Mm-hmm. I got Paris.
I don't see what it is about Paris.
I just need the Eiffel Tower. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it. Italy.
Italy. Yep.
Yeah, Italy.
Yep, I've been saying Italy for a grip too.
Yeah,
Yep.
Give me some real spaghetti.
Brazil.
Yeah. Roll down the street in the water and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Greece.
Yeah.
Like see some ancient ruins and all that type of stuff.
Definitely some spaces to go to.
Yeah. So we bring it back here, right? What you been working on?
What I've been working on?
Mm-hmm.
Myself.
Perfect answer.
It's just that simple. Adding more stuff to the repertoire, extending my reach, taking care of the body, because the body is advertisement.
Correct.
So, in my line of work, that's what I have to do. Really, it's just me just trying to grow and perfect and look back on some things that I ignored, and fill the spaces on those things. So it's always something constantly going on. Other than that, when we looking for like set goals, of course the recertifications come up because I am a fitness coach.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's the nutrition coaching.
Mm-hmm.
The new one is going to be the tactical conditions coach.
Mm-hmm.
So I get to work with officers and firefighters, you name it. Which technically I've already been doing that kind of stuff as well for myself, because I like to practice what I preach.
Right.
So I've been getting in the space of always constantly trying to make myself physically uncomfortable.
Correct. Yeah. One, I'm a big fan, by the way. The fitness, everything. The character development has been like amazing, because obviously I think I met you in 2020,
Mm-hmm.
and we've been kind of on this journey together.
Yeah.
Me, you, Mike, I include Eli, Cortez. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like you said at the beginning. You know, life is life, and it's ups, it's downs, drawbacks, whatever. But what I like about us, and you know, it took for me to kind of step away from what I was doing so I could just observe. And what I like about us, and mainly y'all, is like just the overall consistency and drive to always get better. You know what I mean? And it's just buckling down and really just getting shit done. Because in a world where people like to make a lot of excuses, you know, it's always a reason why they can't do something. It's always a reasoning why, you know, this ain't happening, this ain't happening. That's the easiest way to get passed over.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because the world not gonna give a fuck.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? And so I kind of feel like somewhere in the pandemic, we kind of hit a stride. Obviously, it was for content at that time, but it also kind of trickled into like real life.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like I always preach, like the patterns and routines, and how we was talking earlier, you know, off air about the potential.
Right.
Because once you hit a certain age, potential just really ain't. It really don't matter no more. Like I hate to say my age, but I'm 36.
Still young.
It's still in the grand scheme of things, yes. However, I can't be 36 offering potential.
Facts.
Whatever I'm trying to get myself into, whatever table I'm trying to sit down at, I have to bring something to this table. I can't bring promises. I can't bring, well, if you give me a chance, or if you give me this, if you give me that, you know, the gimme. I can't bring gimme. I gotta bring, this is what I got.
Right.
This is what I offer.
Yeah.
I can do this, and in turn, if you do that, we can do this together.
Facts. And you know what? Being that you said that, I think also that's what contributes to the mindset of not really caring to entertain potential as well, because being that we were put in the position to have to prove instead of just talking about it, now we're like, okay, since that's the expectation for us, that's how we are conditioned to expect from other people now.
Correct. And I feel like that's important. And Lord knows we've all been through these situations where we didn't take that kind of stuff serious. But I guess the word of the day will be peace, right? When you genuinely pursuing peace, or you actually have it and want to keep it, all that little stuff matters.
Yes.
The people constantly fishing for chaos. And again, it took for me to really step back from everything. And you know, I did step back from everything. And it's something about a guy, right? 2:00 in the morning, no social media, no TV. You just alone with your thoughts. You can't make excuses. You can't lie to yourself no more. It's 2:00 in the morning. It's just you and the truth.
Story of my life.
It's the story. I feel like every guy. Like when guys hear this, I feel like they're gonna be like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's when that shit really start. I remember vividly what it was with me. You know what I'm saying? But every guy got a story where it's just like, damn, you kind of forced to develop. Whether you want to or not, you got to evolve. It's evolution, adapt or perish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It hits different even if you do it in the middle of the process of experiencing what you experiencing too, that you might have to let go.
Yeah.
Because I've definitely had that. Besides the fact of having to sit there alone with my own thoughts after the conversations is over, I'm actually having them in the middle of the conversation. I'm like, damn, yeah, I'm going to really have to, it seems like I'm going to have to separate from you for real.
Yeah. And it's a crazy feeling when you might be in the middle of the connection. And you know the separation might not be able to happen right away. Because I don't know how what kind of separator are you? Are you just like a I'm gonna hang up the phone and we ain't gonna never talk again separator? Or, I'm kind of more like a methodical, graceful separator.
It's funny that you asked that, because now I would believe it definitely depends on the experience that I'm going through, because I actually recently had to hang up on somebody.
Really?
But it was not really so much of the intent of like, this is a never again, we ain't talking no more after this, but it was because I was getting mad disrespected.
Yeah.
For like all kinds of shit, and it came from the dumbest thing, and which was simply not totally agreeing with them. And it wasn't that I wasn't agreeing to what they were saying, it was how they were just going about it after a while.
Okay.
So they vented about something, and I was just like, damn, that's crazy, like, that's fucked up, that's screwed up. And so they got into a space where they were just like how they were belittling the person. And it kind of seemed, it was like a dwelling thing. And so me, in the practice of I am, because I'm a Christian, but at the same time, I'm not, even if I wasn't a Christian, this is just something that I don't think that you have to constantly keep doing, where you just belittling the person and dwelling on it, they're this, they're that, and such and such and such. Because now it's just like you're allowing so much negative energy into everything. And me personally, negative energy is free.
Correct.
It's waiting for me every chance I get. So now I'm just like, all right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and speak up, well, what it is that I'm on. And so I was like, yeah, nah, we're not gonna do that, and such and such and such. And we've had several conversations about it before, but they was like, yeah, it just seems like you're not taking my side. I'm like, no, it's not that. It's just that, what are you getting out of it right now? Now, I understand you being upset, and you can be upset. You can be as upset as you want to be. You're justified to that. But that ended up turning into, somehow it turned into them being upset with them, and then the whole switch up came to us. And I was like, damn, well, how did it even get to us? We was cool. Like, you vented to me. And then next thing you know, it was just like, yeah, you this and you that and such and such and such. And I was just like, oh, so I'm that now. And then that's when I hung up. I don't really like hanging up on people.
Okay.
One, I don't like that really being done to me. So like, I try to treat people the way I want to be treated and stuff like that. And of course, there's like trauma bonds with shit like that or whatever.
Correct.
But when I hung up, I was just like, all right, cool. I have to let you know that this is not I'm not that person that you feel like you can just do that and get away with it. And no, I'm not here to punish you. I'm just letting you know I'm not accepting that.
Right.
And then after a while, trying to reach back out to him, it was, first you blocked me some time ago, and now you did this. So now I'm going to block you. And I'm just like, wow.
Like little kid shit.
Yeah, but I can tell that person was dealing with a lot of heavy shit that just, obviously, to me, in my experience, they was just like super rejecting. They couldn't handle one thing, so they was like, I'm gonna have to shift it to you, and you're a person that cares, and you're a person that it can affect, and so here you go. And so I'm just like, all right. Then not only that, ignorance is always bliss.
Yeah.
So when you get yourself in a mindset that you didn't do nothing wrong and this, that, and the third, because they even said, it was like, yeah, I'm tired of the disrespect. You disrespected me. To be clear and transparent, I was called a stupid fuck. Just hit a barrage of it. And so I was like, all right, well, I'm going to get off the phone, because here's the thing. I wouldn't expect you, nor can you not tell me that you wouldn't hang up the phone either. So it was like that. But they was like, yeah, I'm tired of the disrespect. I was like, so you expected me to sit on the phone while you did that? So that's what you think of me. And the exposure of what they thought was being made clear. And honestly, I had thought about who they were and what they were doing even before it even got to that day. And I'm just like, you really think that you have the upper hand as much as you think you do. And,
right.
And I'm not going to say you didn't. To a degree, you did. But it wasn't working flawlessly as much as you thought. And
Correct.
so that's the kind of experience that I'm talking about. I'm sitting there thinking like, yeah, I might really have to separate from you.
Right.
Now, did I want it to be that? No, but
yeah. But sometimes you just gotta. Well, when it comes to disrespect, I kind of feel like that's every dude, because dudes put up with a lot. I put up with a lot too.
mm-hmm.
But again, this year I separated from quite a few people that you just sit back and you assess the scenarios. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then, like I said earlier, you just, instead of going off potential, what this person could be, what this person might be, or what they telling you they are. Because
Mm-hmm.
people will tell you some good shit. You know what I'm saying? It's when I sit down, what is this person doing in my life? Like, what do I have this person here for? Is this person a friend? Do I consider this person family? Are we laughing and joking?
Mm-hmm.
Are we talking consistently? Cause a couple of people, I just sat back and I was like, okay, I can kind of tell these people hit me up when they bored.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's not the type of, air quotes, if you can't see, y'all listening, you can't see it, but air quotes, it's not the type of friends I want.
Right.
Like, are we entertaining? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're bored, nah.
You know, I actually, some of my friends, and this is where it gets heavy. Honestly, I can relate to that, because sometimes I be sitting there thinking like, man, you must have been bored today, or you ain't had nothing to do today.
Correct.
But you know, the times that you hit me up and everything like that, honestly, I could have something to do.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna be there for you too. But also, for the past 2 or 3 days, I've been in my little bag, some kind of meditation, if you will, just kind of seeing. There was a lot of stuff that was popping up, content and everything that actually was spelling out what it is that I was going through, what I was thinking, and what I was dealing with.
Correct.
And I was like, oh man, I was like, you know what? These things are now decluttering my mind for me. It's like literally I don't even have to write the list anymore, because here it is.
Right.
And then so hearing the content, I was like, okay, so it isn't just me. And now it got me to this mindset. I was just like, yo, what if there's a whole nother height that I'm going to reach that I might not even be aware of just yet, but they are, and they just want to make sure that we're doing enough to be able to stick around, because when they get there, we want to be there too.
And that's another thing, like, it's difficult to come to grips with. But you could also easily spot that. A person that's keeping just enough communication.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm noticing a lot of breadcrumbing.
Yeah. And with that, for me, realizing it was easy, acting on it was difficult.
Mm-hmm.
That was the problem with me. Realizing people wasn't reciprocating the type of love I was giving out, the type of actions, the type of thoughtfulness, even though they would be the main ones preaching that type of stuff, is just sitting up again 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Well, you know what? I do a lot of stuff for a lot of people, and I'm not doing stuff to get stuff back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing it to be like, all right, I'm gonna give this person $200 because I know eventually they're gonna give me $200 back. I'm not doing that.
Right.
However, the type of friends that I allow myself to have my entire life, a friend is a friend.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know in society where this one-sided stuff came from, but like, look at us, for example. I've never asked you for nothing. You never asked me for nothing. However, there's been plenty of exchanges between us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, okay, you bought me the watch at Cowtown. You didn't have to do that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, all right, Cool.
But also for the record though, because I ain't gonna make it seem like I'm always this super extravagant guy. There was a deal on it, and certainly like
I mean,
you know what I mean.
I mean, but
And I wasn't gonna get myself 2 watches.
but the point of the matter is, because it's like, obviously I gave you the oils today.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
appreciate that, by the way.
Yeah, but the point of the matter is, there's scenarios where there's not nothing being done. It's deals everywhere. Everybody on the planet can catch a deal. Is everybody on the planet catching a deal to give me something?
Nah,
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, the deal wasn't just exclusive to you. You know what I mean? Like, so that's the type of stuff I'm saying. It's like, you know, this is December, so we basically got the new year. Christmas, birthdays, special occasions, outings, whatever. You know, like, it's nothing to be like, okay, I know this person likes this. I can get this for him. It ain't gotta be nothing like crazy. It could be something simple. You could buy somebody a soda. If you know a person like chocolate, buy somebody a chocolate or something. You know what I'm saying?
right.
It don't gotta be like nothing crazy. Cause I hate to use cliches and shit, but it's the thought that counts. You know, like a person would just like to know, like, hey, I thought about you. I got you this.
Facts.
I know it ain't much, but it's this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when I tell you, like, I had people in my life where it was just always one-sided, and then, like you said, the breadcrumbing, where it was just like, it's just enough to keep you confused. You know what I'm saying?
If it's even fucking confusion for real.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the insulting part is that people really think that they that slick.
It's cause we allow people to be slick. Air quotes. Because I don't know. I know you probably have the same kind of mindset, but I know for me, you kind of notice that type of shit up front. If it's a woman, I might like her, might have had a crush on her, might have been trying to talk to her. In the early stages, you kind of get to letting that shit slide. But what happens is, once a person think they can get away with it, then they start fishing to see what else. You know what I'm saying? They get a little bit bigger, lie a little bit more. Now they in a little bit more denial, until eventually you end up fucked up and you be like, man, I got to do something about this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But this year, for me specifically, it was about maintaining peace. And if you don't align with the maintaining of peace, you gotta go.
Yeah. And honestly, I think that's what kind of brought me with that experience with that friend too. Because we've been talked about it. First and foremost, we've had an off and on kind of season for years now. Known this person for years. And it's weird because how we first met, the first day we met, we was like, nah, me, I don't know about her, but me, I was just like, would rather not meet you again. But apparently that choice was taken out of my hands due to a friend.
Okay.
Because I told my friend who introduced me to them. And he was like, yeah, I got you. And did it again anyway. And so just straight off of optimism, because I'm like, well, Mark, you know, you kind of known to be pessimistic and all that, you know, be optimistic. And so it just took lift off from there. And then it was been an off and on kind of thing where they disappear, cut off, all this other stuff.
Correct.
And years go by, then they come back for whatever it was always for this and this and this and this and this. And of course, it was them that were doing it because they had that control. Because they was the ones who were cutting themselves off and then coming back.
Right.
Me, it was just like, all right, bro, well, life goes on, keep growing.
Right.
So,
do you think that's the reason that they eventually come back, or
what, because of the growth?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. I have no... Honestly,
Think it
well, you
plays
know,
into it?
for them specifically, I think it's because there was a lack thereof in certain areas. Because the thing is, this is a person who has a lot of options. And this is where this is a prime example of why I say options can fuck somebody's mind up.
Why?
Because it's kind of like it's the what I will now call the, let's just call it the social media method, because we're not going to leave it just on Instagram.
Okay.
But you know just how a woman could will get so much attention, and so they're like, well, I don't have to settle for this, and this, and this.
Okay. All right.
But based off of your characteristics or personality, maybe you should. So, you know, and honestly, despite of how bad it's gotten in society, but we're now getting it more into an era where looks don't mean shit. Now they do still take effect, but the numbers are starting to go up slowly.
I heard something very funny yesterday when it came to the looks thing, and a guy was going on a rant, and he was talking about a girl he was trying to date and how she was like super pretty and stuff like that, but her personality was trash, and he called it, quote unquote, an empty box with luxurious wrapping paper.
Love it. I love that shit.
When I tell you I was laughing, bro, like I'm like, that's hilarious, because it's super accurate. You know what I'm saying? Again, I noticed it earlier, about halfway through this year. The tables are turning. I think a lot of people understand finally that looks can't be everything.
Yeah. But if you ain't got fucking peace, then what the fuck are you doing now?
Yeah, it's not. It's not worth it.
That's what we talked about. It's like, yeah, well, if it get like this again, and this, you know, we just gonna go in this different direction. Sounds good, and the reason why I say that is because it didn't turn out that way again. But now it's just like, what does the pivot look like now from this standpoint? Because now it's starting to get bad. It's starting to show familiarity, chaos, the same kind of chaos and shit like that. And I meant that when I say, I'm like, bro, I'm getting too fucking old to be like, yo, I can't value peace. Whether I'm alone or not, I want peace. Yeah. And I meant that. And like, there were certain conversations we was having. I was just like, bro, where the fuck did this come from? Like, this don't make sense.
Right.
And I was like, yo, if I had hair, I'd pull that shit out.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yo. Yeah. And honestly, clearly the signs was there. But I'm always an advocate of two things. One will be the most toxic and chaotic side of myself. But I'm an advocate for trying to make the best of it and allowing room for improvement. Correct. The other half, which is the toxic and negative half, is I'm going to allow you enough rope to hang yourself, so when I do move or act a certain type of way, there's no fucking way you can't tell me.
Right.
Unless you delusional or that very much unaware.
Which a lot of people are, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But you can't tell me that you didn't deserve this.
Right.
And I know I can have an attitude. Do I like it? No. I don't like to utilize my attitude for nothing, for real. It's just, it's draining. It is so draining. I call myself Venom because it's like, it could be a superpower, not giving a fuck, this, that, and the third, but also there's a cost to use it.
Correct.
So when the attitude happens, it's like, all right, man, we got to eat. So it's either going to be destruction or you. We got to destroy something or we're going to destroy you.
Right. And
most of the time now it's been me, because I'm like, all right, well, I'm not going to try to go out there and be stupid. So now I got to sit with it.
Correct.
And now I'm just like, you know what? Fuck all that. We're going to have to be peaceful. Let's make sense of it. Now, I'm not going to say that we ain't going to have our trials and tribulations, but we got to have a solution too. And that was most of my, the question I always ask, like, all right, so what are we going to do about it? All right, cool. We can put a magnifying lens on the problem all we want. Right. Well, what the fuck are we going to do about it?
Right.
And then I don't want to talk about it right now. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have to talk about it eventually because the problem's still gonna exist.
Correct.
And honestly, it's you with the problem.
Correct.
So how are we gonna solve it? Because I can approach you.
And a lot of people don't be actually wanting to solve the problem. They just be wanting to talk about it. Yeah.
But
honestly,
nowadays, I think some people be looking for reasons to like feel better about them moving the way they've been moving for a long time. Like, so for example, if they weren't the friend that they needed to be, they're gonna look for an out And so they're gonna be like, well, he did this.
Oh,
So
yeah,
now I got
yeah.
a reason to act this way towards them and not like them or whatever.
But at the end of the day, they still got to sleep with the fact that they know that's bullshit. You know what I mean? Like they know that's like not true. So I'll take it back a few minutes with the options thing. Now, I'm not a woman, so I can't really gauge a mindset. We can only assume from the outside looking in. But from a guy's perspective, even when guys have options, you tend to not pick the best one. You know what I mean? Because it's something about the illusion of options where you kind of be like, well, worst kind of worst, I can come back to this. You know what I'm saying? Like you kind of got in your mind who you can come back to, who you can kind of play with, and who you want to take serious.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's like once you kind of bounce through all the options, now you probably at like a little fork in the road. And so do you realize like you never really had as many options as you think? Get your head on straight and then go settle down with a solid person? Or do you just allow a whole new class of options to come in? And now what you're running the risk of is, remember how we said earlier, your routines and patterns create mindset. This is going to be you for a long time if you allow this to happen again. It might not be no stopping it.
It's a very vicious cycle and a deep rabbit hole to go down to. But also, here's the thing about having options. You gotta, first of all, while you sitting there thinking that you have an option that you're gonna either play with, then you got another one that you're gonna take serious, and another one that you can just come back anytime you want to, they have to follow that program.
Correct.
Now, if they got a mindset where they're not going to allow you to do that, what really are you going to do? You don't have options. That all of that is null and void at that point.
If a person really had like the options that they thought they have, you'd be married.
Yeah,
that's my bad. I mean to cut you off, but this last point, right? That's another thing I don't get when people be like, "I'm not settling." Because to tell you the truth, we all settling. Let me ask you this, right? And anybody listening, are you with your first love?
Am I with my first love?
Yeah. I feel like if you're not
I'm not with my first love. I was saying too much. No, I'm not with my first love.
Yeah.
But
still.
There's a but I don't know how to finish that sentence, but no, I'm not with my first love.
If you're not with your first love, you're settling. Because the person you chose. You know what I'm saying? The person I first got with is who I thought I was going to marry.
Yeah.
If I go out the house and be like, all right, let me stop past McDonald's and get something to eat, and McDonald's closed, what you think you're doing when you pull up the Wendy's? And you settling, right? All right, well, damn, I guess I'll get Wendy's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like that's why I don't understand like this. I'm not settling for this. You settling regardless. You just using that as a crutch to manipulate people. That's the real truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That I know very well.
Yeah. So I mean, but like I said earlier, the tables are turning. A lot of people are starting to wake up. A lot of people are realizing that one, you necessarily don't even need to be dating for real. You can have peace by yourself. You can thrive in life by yourself.
Some people are afraid to be by themselves, and they don't even know it. They swapping down that they good by themselves, but they really don't realize how much they need another person.
Yeah, I would. I know everybody's not travelers and stuff like that. I would encourage you to at least go out the house somewhere by yourself and spend like a long time. Spend a day out the house.
And really detach.
I was about to say don't check your phone.
Social media.
Yeah, don't check your phone. I was just about to say don't check your phone. Like, I'm not gonna say put it on do not disturb because you might get an emergency or something, emergency call or something like that. Stay off social media. You know when I realized this last year when I got off social media for that month. It took me then to realize like, okay, this is not bad.
I was gonna say that was damn near the best time of your life, because after when I found out that you know that you were doing it, because at first I was like, yo, where did he go?
Right. You know
And
what I'm saying?
And then when we like linked up and talked about it and everything, and you would come into the end of it, it almost seemed like you was like, damn, I don't even know if I want to come back right now.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah, and I didn't like. I initially came back and made a post, but from that point on, I've never been on social media the way that I was, because during that time, the balance of power shifted.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Now, you know what? We was doing the content super heavy, but I'm not doing it heavy no more, and probably never will. I don't really need to be on here every day.
right,
It's the same shit. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at people share the same memes. I'm looking at people post the same kind of pictures. When I'm posting, I'm trying to impress the same girl I've been trying to impress. You know what I'm saying? It was just a external instead of living the way I wanted to live. And being away for that month, you know, going to different cities, linking up with y'all, you know what I'm saying? It really put everything into perspective. Like, yeah, I can really do this. You know what? I really don't need social media. I really do like open spaces. I really do like this land type shit. You know what I'm saying? So that, for me, that's when my thing shifted. It was around this time last year, and then we just kind of been coasting ever since. Now, do I get on there and post every once in a while? Yeah, but I'm not on there every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Man, I be trying to let that shit go, and at first I used to feel bad about it, because I'm like, damn, bro, like, if I'm trying to get somewhere in this kind of world that we in right now, I gotta post more. I gotta learn how to be interactive on social media and all that.
yeah.
And then I started posting a few pictures here and there, especially when it came to the start of being really serious with my fitness journey.
Correct.
For real.
Correct.
I started posting these little joints here and there, and then I realized, I'm like, damn, bro, how long ago has that been since I posted something? And then, like, I think the last thing I ever posted was just a result before my 32nd birthday.
Right.
Last thing I ever posted. And since then, I've been in the dark, moving around, still doing my shit. And whoever happens to notice me where I'm at happens to notice me.
Right.
And that's probably the only content you might get right now is if somebody was to secretly record me.
Right. And I feel like because I was one of the people, I'll man up and admit that I was telling you to, like, get on social media a little bit more to promote it. Because that's still like when I was like at the tail end of my run. When I was super like into the content. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I was just kind of like, nah. It's like plenty of people that's probably not on social media that's still thriving no matter what you're doing. You know what I mean? And yeah, like I'm definitely proud of the strides that you make, because you definitely made a lot of strides over these last few years.
Bro, if I was worried about social media, bro, I don't even think I would have made it as far as I've did, especially in the last month.
Correct.
The most previous month, crushing it. And I'm glad I decided to go into a different venue that I usually go to, because, again, it just had more options. And it allowed me to be more curious.
Correct.
And then I started getting creative in the mindset, like, I'm going to go ahead and make this the workout. I'm going to put this in here, and this and this and this. And I'm just, like, doing it. And, again, some people just like, bro, what are you training for? I'm just like, look, if I had an answer, it would probably be just to be the next Avenger. Other than that, I don't know.
Right.
So, you know, and I'm definitely getting some recognition from people who really know what they're talking about, too.
Right.
And I'm just happy, you know. Now I'm getting used to the idea of still moving in silence.
Yeah, it's that's something that's like, it correlates with peace a lot. Silence.
Yeah. And that's another thing. Like, I don't like sharing certain things with certain people no more. I had to tell myself, I'm like, look, like fitness and everything. This is my love.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to tell myself, I said, will you share your wife with everybody?
Right.
So why are you doing this? Like now it'll be very rare unless I see how serious you are. I can't share this time with everybody.
Correct.
I don't like sharing, letting people know what gym I'm going to next and where I'm at, where I'm gonna be at for the next month.
Yeah.
Because then now they're gonna be like, oh yeah, bro, we're gonna pull up and we're gonna do this. And I'm like, all right, bro, we're gonna see how serious you are about it. And if you're not serious, then it's just like, what you here for? And don't waste my time. If I'm gonna get up early, you gonna get up early with me? No? Well, I'm gonna keep it pushing. Because I'm not gonna wait on you. I can't wait on you no more. I used to wait on people. And I lost time for it.
I feel like you lose it way more when you wait on other people. That's why I also say we were blessed that the kind of group that we have, we also had people that value time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
And that's only the beginning.
Yeah.
Because first there's time, then there's the mindset.
Correct. So if you show up on time, if you show up early, and then like you said, everybody's like on the same page, and which is so rare. Well, technically it's rare to be on the same page in general, but it's so rare to be on the same page with everybody doing something different.
Right.
You know what I mean? And finding a way, like, you do fitness, you bringing this to the table, I'm doing something completely different, I'm bringing this to the table. Mike is doing this, Cortez is doing this, Eli's doing this, such and such is doing this, such and such is doing that. You know what I'm saying? But to bring it all together, and now when you look at everybody's, like, you know me, I'm this type of person, like everybody's work ethic, because I'm big on work ethic. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a double head monster with me. Like, when it comes to other people, of course not y'all, but when it comes to other people, I'm either trying to outwork you or outsmart you. You might have one, but the odds of you having both, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might be super smart, but super smart people tend to be lazy. You might
Because they get bored easy.
Exactly. And I'm like that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it ain't really like no big pressure, I might tend to procrastinate. But then when it's like, all right, I got to get this done in the next 2 hours, then I come up with something like crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's one thing I am appreciative about y'all is like being close, having the same mindset, the good work ethic, understanding that when shit go wrong, you allow shit to go wrong. Because you know that we going to fix shit regardless. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to worry about shit going wrong and then you don't hear from a nigga ever again. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of shit that goes into that shit that I'm super appreciative about, you know? You know what I mean? Other than that, keep up the great work, brother.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. And same to you, man.
Yeah, we definitely tore this shit up.
Yeah, hard hustlers, bro. Real hard hustlers.
Hustlers. Work hard, play hard.
And I'm going to play even harder.
Next year, catch me out of town.
Yeah.
If I post about it.
That's
one thing. That's one thing I do too, though.
You see me.
Yeah, that's one thing I do too. I don't even post like all the times you go out of town now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was always a problem that I had, man. Why you take pictures? Why ain't you? Nah, man. You see me when you see me.
Yeah. Like, even when we went to Calton, I brought the camera. I only took like 2 pictures. You know what I'm saying? Just.
Yeah, man. Too busy taking it in.
It's a good feeling. Peace. I would say peace. It means so much, young. I'm so like, it almost makes you mad at yourself for avoiding it for so long.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How you feel about that?
I agree. I try not to think about it too much though, because then it's just like I'm gonna get mad all over again and just living in regrets and shit like that. So I try not to do it too much. But no, I totally agree with that. And it's like it even put me in a space of thinking of, damn, the times that I was in certain places that I even really enjoyed as much as I really could have.
Right.
So there's that. But now I'm like, you know what? We can do it again, and then we're going to do it even better, because now it's the worst scenario of never realizing that you had to stop and smell the roses. So, I am happy that I actually realized it now. So
you are you good at that?
am I good at it?
Yeah.
I'm getting better. I ain't gonna say that I'm good. I ain't gonna say I'm great. I ain't gonna say that I'm terrible. But I'm definitely getting better.
Yeah. I think. Actually, when y'all tell me to, I think I do it then. Because if nobody tells me to do it, if y'all don't tell me to do it, it can't just be anybody. Because a lot of people just be saying shit to be cliche and all. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I think over the past year and a half, I'm not big on celebrating little wins, but just celebrating. Yeah, just celebrating the moment. Because a lot of people not able to do what we do.
Right.
You know what I mean? So how you said earlier when you say you could just kind of freestyle it when it comes to traveling, a lot of people can't say that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That part.
Yeah, like
to be able to just say, you know what, I'm gonna take this day off, and that's another blessing in itself, that predominantly I work for myself.
Correct.
So it's like, you know what, I need to take this break. So let me go do this, and just have the opportunity to go. Just the fact that there's the space to just up and go somewhere on the fly.
Correct.
Is
people. There's people that gotta plan vacations 2 years out, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, don't get me wrong. There are sometimes I do got a plan.
I mean, if we going on like a vacation, we gonna be gone for a week.
Mm-hmm. But day trips,
day
trips,
in
there.
48 hours or somewhere else. Yeah, you could wake up and hey, let's go to Florida. You know, like that's blessings, bro. Because a lot of people, I know people that just they want to travel, but circumstances you can't. At least not right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's always like a blessing when it comes to that type of stuff. I never take that kind of stuff for granted. Do I celebrate it? Might not. But do I appreciate and always try my best to live in the moment? Yeah. And I feel like I'm more effective when I live in the moment too. Versus like always looking ahead. Yeah. You getting like certain accolades. I'm like, oh, this ain't the accolade I was chasing. So fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But now it's just, you know what? These people recognize me for this. I don't want to undermine their recognition. I don't want them to feel like the flowers they giving me don't got a smell to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all flowers coming from anywhere.
Yeah, that's definitely was something that was hard for me to do too, is to learn how to receive.
Yeah,
And honestly, it was so difficult for me because I wasn't used to getting it. It was simply like, oh, well, yeah, a compliment or a praise or I'm proud of you. I'm like, it kind of winced. I'm like, damn, I don't know how to take it. But then it was like a natural reaction. Oh, thank you. Now it's like, yeah, I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Like I'm looking you eye to eye. Thank you. Because you didn't have to share that. You didn't have to do that and all this other stuff. But I do know the weight that it holds. Thank you.
Yeah, correct. Same way. And that's because, again, I will say this, obviously, we're guys, so we got the perspective of it. I will say this, guys go through a lot. Whether we talk about it or not, every nigga's going through something. Every nigga got the world on their shoulders. Every nigga's trying to make shit happen. A lot of people never get they just due. They never feel appreciated. They never get the credit. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm so big on like us always doing it. Because even with certain like, your family dynamic, not so specifically, but people in general, you might have a family that doesn't show love. You might not have friends. Your job might not fuck with you, even though you might do a great job. You're not in the in crowd, so they don't fuck with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I know I try my best to, especially with y'all, to tell y'all to keep up the great work. I'm proud of y'all. Because I know when y'all tell me that, it goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? And even then, you know, like you said a few minutes ago, we kind of was at the point where you're not even looking for like that shit from nobody. You just put your head down, do what you got to do, go home, and do what you got to do at home. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not looking for nobody to tell me good job. Fuck it, I know I'm doing a good job. I'm not looking for flowers. You know what I mean? I know I'm putting in work. But then, yeah, as you come into this new type of lifestyle where you just kind of more calmer, getting a little older, you understand what really matter. We kind of already understood what really matter, but digging deeper into it, yeah, it's just like really special, young. So I'm definitely appreciative of that. With that being said, I know you can hear my phone going off. That's Mike texting us. We about to head over his house. Oh, do you still want to do some walking?
Shit, I'm down for whatever, man. We got the whole day.
I do, yeah. I do some walking. I don't have nothing planned today, actually. We could do some walking. I'll drop my stuff off over his house first, though. I assume you want to do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No point in carrying all the whole load with me. The body bag, man. There's no point in carrying that around.
Yeah. I definitely appreciate you for being a guest, man. Good combos, per usual.
Man, appreciate you for having me.
Yeah. Definitely on the comeback list. This is Mark Anthony. And normally, how we would do is we would plug the socials and stuff like that. Do you even care to do that? Because I don't care to do mine anymore.
I mean, it's still the same. Also, Mark Anthony. It's an underscore somewhere in there, but you know, I'm not hard to find.
Yeah, I like that. This will go up on YouTube. I may go back to doing the whole SoundCloud / Apple Music type of thing. We'll see. But this will be up on YouTube, Teddy's Universe. I'm not gonna plug the other socials because I'm not really fishing for the followers and all that. You know.
Yeah, man. Like I said, you see me when you see me.
But that'll do it for another Teddy Blackmon Chronicles. You like the name?
Yeah, I can dig it.
Yeah. I wanted to come up with something kind of serious, and yeah. I don't know if you've seen the picture or not. Picture's hilarious. I'll show you the picture when we get off air.
Gotcha.
But yeah, holler at y'all next time.
Peace.
Teddy's Universe.